there, SL here, and we're playing Rivals of Aether. So, in this video, I'm going to show the hitboxes for Slimeboi, which, the hitboxes I did not show in the other Rivals of Aether video, which showcases Slimeboi. But I'm going to show it in this video, since somebody asked in the comment section how the hitboxes look. So, I'm going to just enable that, set it to 0.5 times speed. Let's get started. So, the green box that is over my character, that's his hurt box. I can jump and stuff, and it follows me wherever I go. But if I roll, when I'm rolling right now, and if I air dodge, the hurt box just disappears for a moment. That's interesting. Now, the first attack we're going to do is the jab attack. It's the first, second, and third hit. As you can see, those are the hitboxes. We can hit Sandbert with that. Second attack we're going to use is the dash attack. If I remember correctly, there's like 3 hitboxes for 3 individual frames for the dash attack. But I grouped them all together so that they don't deal like damage 3 times. It's launching pretty far though. Now these next attacks are the tilts. So I'm going to get started and show the tilts, their hitboxes and stuff. So, first one I'm going to do is the forward tilt. Let me go far away so I can show the hitbox. This is the hitbox. This is the up tilt. For some reason, it only hits if I'm very close to the opponent, which in this case is Sandbert. But the hitbox is... The hitbox's angle is like 90 degrees. So, the opponent gets launched up if in contact with the hitbox. So, now the next attack is the down tilt. Now we have the aerial attacks. This is neutral aerial. Unlike the rectangle shape that I use for the majority of the hitboxes, the neutral aerial is like one big circle. Now we have the forward aerial. The down aerial. Now, if the opponent is on the ground and the down aerial is used, the opponent gets launched up into the air, like so. But if the opponent is in the air, the opponent then gets, okay. The opponent gets launched downwards. And now we have the backwards aerial, where Slimeboi generates a fist behind him and punches the opponent behind him. Like that. This is the up aerial. If I remember correctly, like the dash attack, it also has like 3 individual hitboxes for 3 individual frames, which are grouped together so that it doesn't deal damage 3 times. My apologies if I might sound redundant, but yeah, that's how I set the hitboxes. And now I'm going to show the hitboxes for the strong attacks. So this is the forward strong, where Slimeboi shoves his hand forward and repels the opponent away from him. This is the up strong. So the up strong deals like 9 hits on the opponent. The 9th hit launches the opponent upwards, so the angle for that hitbox is like 90 degrees. But if you look at the hitboxes right now, the first 8 hitboxes switch directions. So it's like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then up. That's what I intended for the up strong. Now, the down strong. Slimeboi jumps into the air, makes himself huge, and then slams into the ground, launching the opponent up into the air. As you can see, the hitbox's angle is 90 degrees. Now we have the specials. This is the neutral special, where Slimeboi shoots a slime bullet from his mouth. For some reason, I don't see a hitbox for the bullet, so that's interesting. But it does hit Sandbert here. Now we have the forward strong.
No, that's actually my forward
This
special.
is the forward strong.
It says my forward special.
Slimeboi basically rockets himself forward, hitting the opponent, in this case, Sandbert. This is the up strong.
No, actually, that's my up special.
This is used to like launch yourself up if you happen to fall off the ledge like so. Helps you get a boost. But it can also damage the opponent. Okay. It can also hit the opponent and launch them upwards a little bit, so yeah. Let me just put them in fight mode real quick. So I'm gonna try to use the up special if I'm really in trouble. What? So this is the down special.
You got it right this time?
So if we look at the down special's hitboxes, the down special has like 8 individual hitboxes. The first 4 hitboxes are for like the first 2 spikes that pop up, and the last 4 hitboxes are for the last 2 spikes that pop up. The last 2 spikes deal like less knockback and less damage than the bigger spikes do. As you can see, the bigger spikes do like more knockback and damage. The neutral special can also be used mid-air. So you can hit airborne enemies as well. So this is the parry. So if Sandbert tries to hit me right now, I'm controlling him right now, I have him like set on control. If he hits me, and I parry, okay, that didn't work. If I use the parry as soon as he hits me, he gets parried. Or not. Like so. He gets parried. Now, if I attack him and he parries, I get parried. Now, I realize that I did not show the taunt in the other video, so I'm going to show it right now. Without hitboxes. Okay, so Slimeboi's final smash. Slimeboi has compatibility with multiple characters and stages, one of them being the Final Smash Buddy by Lilac Isle. So I showed the Final Smash in the other video, so I'm going to show it now, but with hitboxes. So this is the Final Smash if I press the special key, which is X for me. Did it a second time, I just noticed the hitboxes look kind of weird. When I use the Final Smash, the hitboxes just don't look right to me for some reason. I don't know why. There's like one huge, gigantic hitbox that appears when he slams down onto the ground. Very big and very huge. That's what I intended. But based on the amount of red that I saw, I could see that there's like 3 to 4 hitboxes like overlapping over each other. But I grouped them together like I did with the dash attack and the up aerial so that they don't deal damage like 3 to 4 times. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't think of an outro again. Anyways, bye.